Hello everybody, my name is Elenator and welcome back to Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld, episode 373, and why are we already getting some dropped frames? Slow start, slow start. Hopefully it catches up. But anyways, here we are. Still have more work to do with finishing up the second layer of our sugarcane farm that we began. So let's see, what did I do over here? I think I was laying on the almost a dispenser. Observers. Let's go plop down the rest of these real fast as I say farewell to the notification that I started streaming. And I'm not on the correct side. Alright, where's my ladder? I really do need to make a pathway here, but I'll need some more stone for that. Because I'll want to expand the floor out. Because I did that side, so now we have this side to do. At least we know it works if it's powering the pistons. Nope, those are wrong. Alright, I think after this, the pistons with the redstone are done, but I think I'll need to plop down another torch. Or is it both torches? Hold on. No, it's both torches. I need to get both torches placed down to make sure that the thingy gets powered. So it looks like I did them on this side, but not this one. Oop. We're about to find out if I already did the bottom one. Oh, I didn't do any of the bottom ones. Well, you know, hold on. I have a question. If that side's not complete, how come the observers are updating? Hold on, let me turn my sound up. Did I overcomplicate this? Do I not need this much redstone? Because that sends the signal. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy and it's only the redstone ones that we're activating. Because those were supposed to activate, not the ones with all the fancy stuff. Alright, so after this, I think it's redstone. We have the floating block with the repeater. So we need blocks along here. This is where the repeater is. And then we've got, I don't think we need any more torches, because if we have the ones down here already, then we need some of that red dust up there. Oops. I will say, a lot of the times when working on builds, it's harder the first, or I should say, it's easy to create something. And then I try to recreate it, and I find it more difficult, because I have to go back through, verify everything. This is not the case for this redstone. It was much harder the first time trying to get it working. Item resolve, welcome back. Hooray! You can go back to PC gaming soon. Oop. Entire screen. So the problem is not going to happen again anytime soon, right? The issue is, whoop, likely to not occur again. Howdy as well, then. Good luck with Blender. Maybe I could stand up here. Is this the smarter thing to do? There we go, hooray! This one's all done. Now I need to do this side. You know, maybe I will put stone between here. There's not a lot of walking space. In fact, there's no walking space. Once I get to the cobblestone, I can't go from one end to the other. I made a lot of progress yesterday because I finished the first one rather quickly, the first floor. And then I had some stuff in the end to do. And then once I finished all my end activities, I'm back here. Here's hoping you don't have any additional screen issues in the future. Or, in fact, I'll also add any other issue that might occur as well. And I didn't put the torches on here either. Mountains are climbed one step at a time. Minecraft series are completed one episode at a time. And so that's how all of Endevia Plateau came to be. Hundreds of episodes worth. I don't remember what time I started, because it had to have been Endev. But if I hit episode 100 in Alpha 1.2, then Endevia Plateau was started really early on. Back when I was still in Endev. Now, the Hunter, I don't need an iron farm. I don't plan on making one, because I have plenty of iron. It's easy to acquire. It'll be easier to acquire when we hit 1.17 and we got the raw ores. Alright, I think now we'll get back to work. Don't go for a thumb drive with good space, go for a external hard drive with good space. The smaller ones that only require USB power, not one of the large ones that also need the external power source, assuming you're going for portability. The reason why I say that is because hard drives are more reliable storage technology than flash drives. Depends on how long-term you want the content to be. Why not get an external SSD? Those are getting cheaper, right? I don't know, I haven't checked those prices in a while. I only have external hard drives because I value capacity over speed. Since most of the data I write on there, I rarely ever read. Or I should say I rarely ever change, and so once it's on the disk, it's there. Beyond your budget? Sad times. Oh, that's right, I don't need to crouch on here. How often do you use the flash drive? And what's the storage for it? Oop. I'm running low on cobblestone. Oh no, not again. Alright, so if this is 5 blocks wide, I think I'll be consistent and make the back wall 5 blocks as well. And then we're done working on this. That's not true, because I need to get the water in here. We're almost done. And then once we get the water and the sugarcane, we'll start doing something else, because I don't feel like adding a third layer just yet. Plus, this is expensive with cobblestone. Only 1 gigabyte? Oh boy. I've had it for 15 years, I wonder how many read and write operations it's had. I want to say there's a tool to check that. A tool to check operations. Read and write for different drives, but I can't remember. I haven't used that in so long. Maybe I'm thinking something that's drive exclusive and not for any drive you have. And this doesn't look right, because I didn't finish this one. Oh wait, hold on. I need the sugarcane. I need to get the second layer going. Oh, I also need to fill in the cobblestone on the underside. Whoop. Are you gonna put the games on the drive itself? Read directly from flash drive? Alright, I'll take some of this. Oh wait, I need a whole stack. Nope. Alright, back to... Oh, nope, never mind. I can't go back to work. This is my last piece of cobblestone. Uh-oh. Alright, hold on. We're not done yet. And since we're going home, I might as well pick up the... Oh, what is it? The water bucket, since I'll need to get that going as well. In fact, how about I also grab some more stone to expand the platform, since I ended up needing more of it than I anticipated. I'll take all the cobblestone. Don't need ladders anymore. Didn't you choose to go the cheaper route for the mobile controller? And that ended up performing well for only a short while. I believe you had other issues with that. Water. Water's an item. Water would be with the other buckets. Water, stone, sugarcane. I guess that's that. Alright, back to work. Because I think I have everything else. That's not true, I need doors. I remembered because I used my last 2 oak, I believe. That's not how you make a door. I really need to go tree chopping as well. It's much easier to get cobblestone than it is to acquire trees. Alright, let's finish the sugarcane farm so that way I can be done with it. Like, go do other fun stuff. So with the stone... Order of the stone. But oops. I wanted to bring this outward by 1 block. Then I'm also considering... here. I feel like external hard drives these days are much more affordable for the size they provide. Let's not use fortune. Hello, slime. Maybe I should turn this into a... Nah, never mind. I'll probably fill it in eventually. That water's not in a good area. If I filled it in with dirt, I could smooth out this hill, bring it down a little bit, because this is kind of a big mess right here. But oh well. That's what happens when you go from flat terrain to the old 2D noise terrain. And if I want walk space, I will fill this in. I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to add the extra row, but I think for usability it would be wise to do so. In fact, I'll also add 1 more back here. This way I can go all the way around and down the middle. I'll need to put torches though, but it should be getting night soon. By the time I finish placing all the extra stone here, it'll be night and I could start lighting up this top part, since I know down there has plenty of torches. Oop. Sad times. Perhaps one day you'll get to upgrade to SSD. Of course, I'm the guy who's always downloading stuff, and so I'm always thinking about new storage. Oops. Alright, so I plop that down, and then I think before I do the water, I want to do the cobblestone. Maybe having this all sealed up will also help prevent any bad guys from popping up, since that's additional space they could not spawn in. Alright, there we go. For some reason I was thinking I would need to place more cobblestone in there, but I guess I already took that. Had that taken care of. Oop. Maybe I should have put the water first. That way in the event that I were to fall off, I wouldn't go straight to the bottom. Well, that's okay. So let me plop down water number 1. Then whoop. Excuse me. Let's go pick up some more. Hello. Where are my iron golems? Don't tell me they walked into the lava. I sure hope I haven't lost any iron golems to the lava. The amount of slime balls. Oh boy. I don't know how many I did place down over here, since a lot of them are off in that direction, since that's where I spend most of my time. There's one over there. I think it was yesterday I claimed to see a slime burning up in lava. It's not entirely true, I just saw the particles and assumed it was a slime. We're gonna hope it's not an iron golem. Oh, it's turning night. That's what I want. Let me just see how it looks down here. Oh yeah, this fills plenty of headspace. I might put a couple torches, though. I think I said I wanted torches just to be able to see. That's not gonna work. There we go. Let me also grab the water, and then I'll plop down more torches. That's looking a little dark. It's also dark. Alright, let's get this nice and bright, because I don't want any green beans popping up, spawning in places they shouldn't be spawning, and then proceed to cause damage. I have more, right? Oh yeah, I have plenty. I feel like I recently went exploring somewhere, and while I was carving up the land, I picked up some more torches, but I can't remember where I did that. Let's get to this side, shall we? Alright, we're almost done. In fact, hold on, I think yeah, I need more torches. Need to plop them down, I should say. I also might need to light up above the cobblestone, but I'm not too sure. I say that now, and then a couple episodes from now, I'm walking by and I see something undesirable up there. And I think to myself, maybe I should have plopped them down. Too late. But yeah, we'll make sure the inside's ready. I don't plan on making auto smelters. That's not true. I will make an auto smelter eventually, because 1.13, I think it's 1.13, starts saving XP in the furnace. Otherwise, I'd be losing out on any XP I acquire from smelting. I have more sugarcane than I needed. Yep, alright, that's okay. So if I just plop this down, whoop, we go all the items. Alright, now I'm satisfied. We'll catch some Z's and then we'll go from there. No, this does look dark. Hold on. Wonder... Oh wait, hold on, I have an idea. What if I just did something like this? Just plop down a few of the torches up here. In fact, I could also mirror it if I really wanted. Alright, there's 3, and then last one. This way, I don't have to spend the cobblestone building the walls up. All I would have to do is make sure that I put torches there, keep it all nice and bright, and huzzah! Except we're not quite ready, because if I'm doing it down there, I gotta make sure level 2 is ready as well. Even though I don't think I'll need it as much. Come on, there we go. Y'all know me and placing torches. Good thing I have plenty of them, because I'm definitely spending a lot up here. There we go. Both levels are now 100% complete, and what I need are some torches down here, because that's looking rather dark. So I'll put those two up top and then another two down here. There we go. How are we looking? We have 3 stacks, and it slowly rises. Hooray! I call this a success. Don't know what I'll do with that sugarcane, but I might as well hold on to it. So let me verify the bounty board, because I don't remember if I put sugarcane farm on there. I'll take that bed. If I respawn, I'll be somewhere else. Maybe I should start leaving my boat over here on the right side with the rest of my items. Alright, doesn't matter. In fact, here's what I'll do. I'll put my stuff away first, and then I'll check the bounty board. You know what I could do, though? I could update the map. I know I've been needing to do that, but I wanted to wait until I finish digging out the pit. I'm partially wanting to do that now, but I'm also partially wanting to go back to building. The thing is, this is all the cobblestone I currently have. I say that's not all too much. So here's what I think we'll do. We'll pick up an ender chest, since I don't remember if I left one over there at the dig site. We'll pick up an ender chest and create some, whatchamacallit. We'll pick up the ender chest and then we'll create other stuff. Wait, do I still have all these bricks? No way, there was another item where I totally stockpiled bricks. Alright, we're gonna make some shulker boxes. Yeah, hold on, let me get rid of these chests, because I need them. So we're gonna make some shulker boxes. So that top one, this is where I'll keep everything that's not the brick block. So then one, I'll probably make another 6. Or maybe I don't need to make them. I might have a few already over there. Because if this creates 2, I'll need 4 more. I was right, because yesterday I was moving around my cobblestone and dirt chests. But now that I have shulker boxes, I want to condense the items. So let me grab... Here they are, so it's 2. Alright, there we go. This will give me the ones I want. I should say this will get me the ones for the bricks. I'll deal with all the bricks first, and then I'll handle the other stuff. But I'll need some red dye. I also need to put those slime balls away. So this way I can condense my bricks, and I also will not need to utilize the 5th row. Because if I'm going to go cobblestone mining, I'm thinking of filling up a couple of chests, or a couple of shulker boxes, before I quit on my mining trip. Since I don't have any right now, we'll be making probably 4 more. 4 shulker boxes plus miner chest should be fine. Yeah, let me verify whether or not I have it over there. Alright, we're all good. So bucket and slime balls need to go back. And we have a lot of mining to do. I need the cobblestone. Oh wait, that's why I went over there. In fact, how about I also make shulker boxes? If I'm gonna dye the shulker box for the bricks, I might as well dye it for the cobblestone. So let me grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 for the cobblestone. Alright, back to work. Let me dye all of these. Oopsies. Alright, this will store the bricks, and then those will be for the cobblestone. But let me put away the bucket, because I keep forgetting. Alright, hold on. If I just do this one, right? Yep. There we go. I'll take that, thank you. Whoop. Up and down we go. Hooray. This is probably not the most interesting thing in the world, but oh boy. I have to get all these bricks out of here. I don't plan on building with them soon. Howdy, 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 welcome to the stream. I think now I'm all set. Everything has been condensed down into one singular chest. Alright, cool. Swap those out, don't need it anymore. Oops. Alright, coolio. So let's make the 4 shulker boxes, and then we'll be all set. Did I? Yes, I did. Oops, wait, did I press the button? I'm so used to pressing the button. Hold on, let me set this back real fast. I do indeed have the dragon head on my head. I've been carrying it around since 1.4. Because 1.4 added the hotkeys for putting stuff on and off your armor. I should say dragon stuff in and out of your hotbar. And so they didn't make an exception for armor slots. That was briefly fixed in 1.4.1, so I had exactly one update to take advantage of it. Of course, most people never experienced it since they labeled the full release as 1.4.2, which had even more bug fixes. Alright, my shulker shells are... yeah. Nope, just kidding. Yeah. Alright, now we'll be all set. And I still can't remember if I left the ender chest over there, so I'll make sure to bring one of them anyway. These are a lot darker than I expected. Oh wait, did I just dye one of them twice? I wasted a dye. Whoops. I think I dyed one of the gray ones twice. Hold up. Minor error. It is nice that you can always re-dye stuff and you don't have to dye white ones only. It's probably because the default's purple. Alright, let me grab one more of these and re-dye. There we go. Alright. In fact, here, let me bring that down and then it'll go straight to being placed. I'll need my minecart, and then away we'll go. I've got my sleeping bag on me, so I think I have everything I need. And boop, since I don't have a faster way to get over there just yet. Excuse me, Iron Golem. Thank you. Wonder how he ended up there. I can't remember. I spent a lot of them, and I can't remember how they ended up on this side of the track. Pre-release's proper update numbers. They were only labeled with the proper update numbers because, hey, if we don't find any problem, this is what we're releasing. And then they found a problem. So between 1.2 and 1.7, which was only a few updates, thankfully, yeah, that was how it was. And so they just took off the pre-release tag. That way they didn't have to push out another update that removed the tag. Oh well. Yeah, it felt like they did it for a while. Well, this was way back when the updates were new. And so, of course, time passed, and so now we look back, it was only a short while. So from 1.2 to 1.7, 2012 to 2013, about a year and a half or so. Minecraft's entire history has had very non-standard version numbers. We went from 0.0.23a_01 to 0.24. Survival test. Uh-oh, I'm not here. Let's see if I can outrun the slime, because I'd rather not deal with him. But I'll need to sleep. And I don't know if I can't see the ender chest or if it's just dark where I'm looking. No, it looks like I did pick it up. Alright, cool. Nope, there it is. I'll probably just plop down this one next to it. Or, you know, here, I'll do it on top. Boop. There we go. The Zella moon rises. So now I'll have all the storage space I need, since I don't know how many uses the pickaxe is going to have, but I'd rather stick around for a while. This also means, how would I take the time to go coal mining? If I dig up all the coal first, I could stash it away, then focus on cobblestone for the next little while. Then hopefully, once all this cobblestone has been acquired, I could go build other large-scale structures with it. The entire point of this hole I'm digging is not to do something with it, it's because I needed cobblestone. I build with cobblestone all the time, and therefore, this will be a major supply. Maybe I should have brought a crafting table. If I brought a crafting table, I could have turned the coal into coal blocks and that would have saved space. Too late. Alright, anyone else? Oh, here's some iron. I'll keep all the ores together. So let me make sure that I keep up with the same angle though. I'd rather not cause additional holes to be in the side of this. Of course, I can't avoid the naturally generating cave that appeared right here, or any of the other caves that like to pop up. I will take the goods though. Do I have a staircase over here? I don't think so. Because I ran out of, or I should say I didn't have the proper location. Oh, here it is. I do have the staircase. Alright, let me put all the coal away since I'm not seeing anyone else on the surface. I'm leaving the ones on the edge for now because I'd rather get the shape of the hole completed first. So I'll put anything that's not cobblestone back here. And then we'll go round and round and round. Hopefully, It'd be rather nice if we could finish digging this before the end of today, but I don't know. I don't know how long it'll take. Let me just take a quick peek if there's anything else. Nope. Alright, yeah, we'll just start digging. If I can finish this today, then I'll be able to update the map and move on from there. That'll give me a proper scope for what other free space I have. But I am thinking I'll need to start expanding into the earlier chunks. Endevia Plateau is rather low on space. I just happened to find the good area for that sugarcane farm, even though it happened to be placed right next to a nice house. Oh, there's more iron. I'll probably leave it for now, if I remember. $46 bacon. Hopefully I don't run out of food. Howdy, Koski, welcome back. Found some old 2013 stuff. That must have been cool to rediscover. Do you have, I can't remember if you shared before, do you have all of your original Minecraft content, your old worlds and screenshots and whatnot? All that fun jazz. Don't worry, neither do I. I lost my stuff from April 2013 and earlier. Sad times, all of my 2012 content's gone. 2017 and onward. Oop. Man, that's you're missing a lot more than me then. I don't know exactly how much I had. I had one main creative world. Probably a couple survival worlds with different seeds and whatnot. That never got far. Then there was also a super flat world. One or two of them. What else? I don't know. Of course, all my screenshots. Whatever screenshot I even took at that time. I don't know how many I have. Since I wasn't really taking many screenshots then. I had a fair amount of stuff between 2012 and 2017. Thankfully, since then, there haven't been too many other important Minecraft assets I've lost. Yeah, if I had a low period of Minecraft content, it would have been probably 2019 or so. I don't remember what I was doing then. I just wasn't playing much Minecraft. That was years before I kept up the consistent stream level or stream schedule. I don't know how many videos I made during that time. From late 2018 to early 2020. Maybe I was just dealing with other school stuff. Probably. How much of your 2017 version archived included versions from other people, and not versions you found yourself? Whoop. My first archive would have been, hold on, I found it recently. Recently meaning sometime last year. 2013 or so. I think there were 5 or 6 versions. There was Classic 0.30, beta 1.3_01, beta 1.8.1. Hold on, don't tell me. There might have even been a survival test, 0.30, creative and survival. And probably whatever most up-to-date version was at that time. I'm thinking 1.5. Did your small group eventually assimilate with Minecraft version search or Omni Archive, depending on what time of the year it was? Alright, that's what I would have assumed. You still spelled Omni Archive wrong, teehee. Oh, mini. What versions did y'all find directly that you contributed, if you remember? Because I think I remember all the ones that I helped. The farther down I go, the more gray and the less green. Whoop. Classic through and dev. Oh, I see. We might be able, or I should say I might be able to contact one of the higher-ups and see if they happen to keep track of who contributed every version. Well, I don't know. Well, sun's going down. It'll be time to catch some Z's soon. Oh, I see the darkness. My own archive, I was putting together all the way until 2013 or so, because once many versions were added to the default launcher, I kind of slowed down for a bit since I figured, well, these are what we have, these are what I'll use. But then over 2016 and 2017, there was more acquired, especially when I got in contact with, I should say he contacted me, Lewis, half of a kebab. And then some more months pass, and it becomes the summer of 2017, and Omni Archive was started. I should say I joined Minecraft version search a month or two before Omni was started. One of these days, I'll need to go back and check through all my history and whatnot. I never really focused on server versions. At some point I did. At some point I did start looking around for them. I didn't get very far. Server versions were not nearly as accessible as client. Yeah, I remember Lost Minecraft Miners. Lost Minecraft Miners was supposed to replace version search. And then, you know, they both went down. And Omni Archive won. I would say one, but was there ever really competition? I think the competition was only one-sided, I'd say. Yeah, I give props to all the people doing the research in the versions that were known to have existed from the IRC logs and forums and whatnot. Because I think to myself, I never would have thought to do that. That's the type of research I don't think I would have ever done if I continued Minecraft archival on my own. Oh, my inventory's getting full. That means I'll be able to toss all the cobblestone into a shulker box and then keep on digging. Hopefully in a few more layers it's gonna start feeling like it's going faster. Especially with the caves that are around here. Hooray for caves, because it means I don't have to dig them myself. There's a better job because there are people being more thorough in where to search. Yawn, I say, as if it's been a long day. That's not true, I've just been up early. Early for me means 6:30. I know that's common for regular people. I should say some regular people. Regular people who have early jobs. I just had an idea. All these ideas for the game I'm working on. You had some of the April Fool's variations. I think the only version that I gave him, or I should say versions that I gave him directly, were a couple of in-devs. I can't remember which in-dev versions. Maybe it was all three, because he made a video. I remember his what is in-dev video. And I think I only had the 3 versions for him at that time. It was 130, I think 204 or 207, and then 223. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and rewatch the video since I haven't seen it in years. But since that was March 2017, that video, I believe it was that specific video, is what inspired Lewis to get in contact with me, see what other versions I had. He was absolutely the direct influence for Lewis. I'm not sure about, hold on. Super Mallow GT? Question mark? Whatever his name used to be back on, hold on, don't tell me. I know the website. It's in my mind. I could see the image. Lost Media Wiki, there we go. Because I'm pretty sure that whole post made by Yashi was started 2017 as well, after Ant's video, which probably was another influence. And then eventually that led to Minecraft version search. And then at some point Mr. Sheep joined, which led to the branch of Lost Minecraft Miners. So yeah, that was the first time. Huzzah! That was the first time I started involving other people in my version inclusions. But the Luigi 26 100 question mark, the Luigi hidden versions post was what got me into it again around that time. Since after 2013, there was a slowdown for me, since I already found all that there was, until that post made me get back looking again. Say that post, but I want to say it had 3 or 4 different versions on the website. So yeah, it's a lot of little steps across the internet that brought various different people together. And so Ant Venom's Alpha 1.1.1 video is very thorough in going through all of that history. So that way the normie Minecraft people can understand better all the history that went behind it. Howdy, potato. Fallen leaves? Are you talking the falling trees from Bedrock, where it's the logs laying down? We finally have that in Java. That's not gonna convince me to play survival, but that's one of those features from Pocket Edition, even how old it is. That's one of those features that I think it's so simple. Why does Java not have it yet? And so you're talking the latest snapshot. Today's snapshot day, right? It's Wednesday. I don't know. I haven't played a snapshot in a while. I played the snapshot to get the footage for my Polyworld video. Polyworld explanation video. I haven't touched it since. They're adding the good Bedrock parity features. Oh, what else did they add? Is there anything about the auto bridging, as I call it, where you could stand here and point downward, and it would place the block here and place for you? Sheep show wool colored when sheared. Oh, at long last. That's another one. That's another great feature from Bedrock that I've always liked. Finally, instead of trying to make Bedrock more like Java, they're finally making Java more like these Pocket Edition features. Because I want to say the sheep shearing and the colored was also another old Pocket Edition inclusion. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, I want to say that's another old Pocket Edition feature that they brought over, or that was brought into Bedrock. See, so they're not even adding Bedrock features, they're adding old Pocket Edition features. Hooray. So I guess that's why I was seeing posts on Twitter about the sheep keeping their, having the different texture when sheared. At long last. I say at long last, but how long has it been? I'd have to look back at the sheep version history to go back and see when that was first added. I want to say it's already been added on whatever I was playing. 0.9. 0.9 for my through the Android series. I've always liked fallen trees. I know they're rather common, but I've always liked seeing them popping up scattered throughout forests and whatnot. Those might have been. Did 1.10 really add zombie villagers? Or villages? I know the villager was 1.4. I didn't realize that was 1.10. Maybe that's why 1.10 doesn't have a lot of new features, because they brought over some of the Pocket Edition stuff. I feel like I've said before, I can't remember, but I think I've said before that 1.10 is a more complete version of 1.9. I might have even said 1.11 is a more complete version than 1.9, but 1.11 has all the exploration stuff, so that's not entirely the same. Catch some ziggies. Alright, there we go. Alright, where was I? This back corner, right? Yep. It's not dirt path, it's grass path. Yes, I know what you're saying. I didn't realize that was a 1.10 thing. For some reason, I had it in my mind that that was in 1.8, because in 1.8 they added the path block. That was 1.8, right? I'm remembering correctly. Using the shovel on grass to make the path block. But yeah, for some reason I thought that was in 1.8. Or whatever version they first added the path block in. I didn't realize that came slightly after. Oh, it was 1.9. Oh, that was only one update then. So there's one update where you've got the path block, but it doesn't spawn in villages. Interesting. Maybe that's why. Because if it was 1.10 thing. So that's why I always remembered it as being the same time. When did 1.10 release? Because I know 1.9 came out on February 29th, and I only happen to know the release date because there's not a lot of versions that have come out on February 29th. I think Red Nether Brick is good inclusion, even if I never do anything with it. Can't remember the last time I've... No, that's not true. I do know when I've last done survival in 1.10 plus. Population Zelinator. Because I work on that world in survival. I keep the world going in survival whenever I'm not filming on there. I know I'm playing 1.10 plus. I was trying to think before UMP and before... Yeah, before I hit 1.10 here, what other survival have I done? And the only other thing that's come to mind was Population Zelinator. Within the past few years or so. No, that's not true. There was a server I was playing on that was 1.12. 1.12 survival back in 2021, maybe? 2022? I can't remember. June 8th. Alright, so June. So from February to June. It's only a few months. If you want to consider it March, then that's even less time, but that's only by one day. Not important. I think I've said before, it feels like Mojang has specific updates planned out for a couple years in advance, and in fact, I almost think they said that during somewhere. They said recently, within the past 1 or 2 Minecraft lives, that they had updates planned long time in advance, and it's only a step-by-step of what gets added first. What update rolls out first or something like that. I don't remember exactly. We got concrete and terracotta for redstone stuff, yeah, because the concrete turns into, or I should say the powder. Powder gets hard when wet. Badoop. And then the terracotta, glazed terracotta, is another block you could use irrelevant of slime blocks. They are not affected by slime blocks. At least they're not supposed to be, I believe. That's why they have glazed in the name, since the slime doesn't stick to the smooth surface. Other than that, it's the World of Color update. They wanted colored stuff. It's also why they changed the colors for sheep, for wool, for banners, and shulker boxes. All of those were changed to be more vibrant. Not classic vibrant, but the colors were brighter. I haven't even seen the new light blue. If you're talking the 1.12 light blue, I can't remember. If you're talking Joppa light blue, I am even less familiar with Joppa textures. Yeah, at this point, I haven't seen 1.12 light blue in quite a while because I've been using classic wool colors for so long. That is what I've gotten used to. Well, things annoyed you in 1.13 and 14. I keep going back and forth whether or not the villager changes in 1.14. How I'm feeling about it, but I will say I've started to appreciate 1.13 more as an update. Do the Joppa wool colors still have the same tint, or very similar tint to the 1.12 colors? Because if so, I feel like they would have stood out more, and they were changed. I feel like whatever they did with performance, or I should say whatever technical backend changes, is what killed performance. And so that's why 1.13 runs very, very unwell. And the 1.14 made it worse. And so I still believe that the primary reason why 1.15 was about bug fixes and performance is because 1.13 and 1.14, all the changes they made, they said, okay, we gotta fix this. This is a problem. And so 1.15 corrected those issues. And so 1.16 and 1.17 run better. I don't know how how they compare to 1.12, but I know they're better than 1.13 and 14. Alright, let's see. Inventory is getting full soon. So hopefully by next sunset, we'll clean out our inventory, catch some Z's, and we'll go from there. I say go from there as if we're going to do something other than continually dig, but that's currently the plan for the next while because I need cobblestone. And since I haven't taken the time to mine this on my own, because I've been doing game development on my own, therefore we acquire cobblestone on stream. It would have been cool if customized world stuck around longer. But yeah, alas, they ran out of block IDs already. Other than, you know, the few extra. Or the few that could have been used. But oh well. 1.13 would not have made it. I want to go back and try to find what their plans were for those updates, because they had a little list. And I want to say one of the things they said was something like, if you want to experience the full update, wait until 1.16 or something. Because, or 1.14 or 15. I can't remember. Because they were planning on several smaller updates. Unless I'm misremembering and that ended up being 10, 11, and 12 put together, with 1.13 being the larger one. I can't remember. I would need to go back and try to find wherever they said this, because I don't know if it was old tweets, those are going to be harder to find. But if it's a Mojang blog post, that would be easier. If it was a video or something, I don't know where that would have been. Whatever Minecraft news source I was looking at way back in 2017. Our inventory is not quite full yet, but that's alright. We'll toss all this anyway. And I can't remember what shulker box we're on. 1.12 and 13 was the largest of any gap. Are you talking 1.12.2 to 1.13? Because there was 1.8 to 1.9, but that's not the same as 1.8.9 to 1.9. And so yeah, that's the largest update, or the largest gap between version changes. That's not the largest gap between major releases. Problem is, now that we're kind of getting new definitions for major releases, but I do not consider anything that ends in 1 point whatever point something to be a major release. because it just makes the version before then more complete, I'll say. Maybe once I finish this, oopsies. Maybe once I finish this layer, I'll go around, pick up all the coal and iron, and then stash that so that way I can go back to focusing on cobblestone. Oh, nope, slime, stay away. It'd be nice if the slime just bounced on out of here, but I feel like he's gonna turn and get closer. Hooray for randomization. Since I'm pretty sure slimes bounce... I should say they turn and face a random direction, and then they bounce forward. Unless they see the player, then they face the player and bounce forward to you, like that. They also bounce faster. And yeah. Come on, y'all. Come over here. And boop, whoop. Ah, that was terrible. Whoop. Nope. There we go. That took too much effort, but I did it in the end. Man, am I gonna have to put slime balls away as well? I'd rather not pass my singular slot. What are we at? Still at 189 dropped frames, 0.1%. So it looks like it was just a slow start. That's alright, because the stream has been fine ever since then. One point 12.2 along with 1.7.10. And not as much, although it was higher received back then. But yeah, along with 1.8.9 and beta 1.7.3, they're up there on the good versions list. Although with 1.12 and 1.7, I'd have to lower them on the update ranking. They're decent updates, but they're great versions. Yeah, 1.8 is well up there though, as a good update and a good version. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make the my version tier list as well on my 10-year anniversary thing, because I keep talking about that. The two lists, the good version list and the good update list. Great update, okay version. I can understand that. One point, I think I might have said before, where 1.8 is kind of like the 1.1 compared to 1.0 being 1.7 or something like that. I don't know where you came from, but now that's another slot I have to deal with. 1.1 is a more complete version. The only thing is 1.8 is a much bigger update. I see you, slime. Do you see me? Yep, now you see me. Yeah. I wonder how many mods eventually were updated to 1.8 that were on 1.7 for a while. Another thing with 1.7, it also had As I recently experienced when UMP started up again, it also had worse internal server performance than 1.8. I want to say 1.8 started correcting that, and then 1.9 brought it down again. 1.9 internal server performance makes me sad, but oh well. I don't think it's gotten any worse since then. But alas, here I am playing Optifine, so I don't have to deal with that nearly as much. I'll take that, thank you. I'll take all of this, thank you. Alright, I'll take all of you. I guess I would have been closer. Oh well, I'm already over here. Oh, hello, there's a surprise cave with a surprise green bean. Hey buddy, you want to come on out? I don't even know if you can see me. Oh, is that a Skelly Bum? You know, it'd be cool. It'd be rather cool if I could get the Skelly Bum to shoot the green bean, but the green bean's not mad at me. Come on, buddy. Alright, pew pew, fire the arrows. Arrow. Come on, buddy. Oh man, hold on. He might be aiming a wee bit too high. I need him like, oh. Alright, yeah, this is not gonna happen. I was trying to get a record. I don't think that's gonna happen. One of these days, it's on my bounty board, but one of these days, I'll make a proper record farm, because I have Skelly Bum spawners. I should say I can make them. And I have green bean spawners. So I can always get more. That way I don't have to rely on the natural spawning. And I think I'll deal with that later. People have been working on mods and server software for modern authentication for quite a few years now. Especially for stuff like beta and classic. Or they have their own authentication system. Oh man, I didn't realize how hungry I was. Alright, let's spend all that saturation real fast. Nom 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 nom. Isn't it so nice watching that go down? Such a great feature. And then I'll have to give it up. I'll need to verify how many versions Apple Skin's available for, because we might not see it again until maybe 1.16, but I don't remember if I spent another week in 1.16.5 or not. I don't think so. Alright, anyone else? I think that might be all the ores. Those arrows do not look fun. Alright, well, let's put all this away. In fact, here, how about I toss all the mob drops as well? One of the shulker boxes I dedicated to stuff that's not cobblestone. Sure, I'll toss the slime balls as well. Boop! The magic sort button. No way, I'm already on my third one. My third shulker box. Alright, we still have a little bit before the sun goes down, so I'll start working on the next layer. How many more to go? If I'm on 24, I think we have 23 to go. Or 22. Doesn't matter, because once we get around 15 or so, it's going to go by faster. It's going to feel like we go round and round faster. Yeah, we still have about 45 minutes left of the day, so we'll see just how much of this we can get. Maybe what I'll do is I'll fill up everything with cobblestone, and then I'll come down here and mine, fill up my inventory, there we go, fill up my inventory with stone. Whip out the Soak Touch pickaxe and go from there. Because sure, I need a lot of cobblestone, but I could also use stone. Although I will say I've been doing good on stone lately because once I got the Silk Touch pickaxe, I've definitely been using it a lot to acquire stone. Oops, let's not get rid of that. My mistake. Oh, all of this has to go though. All of this. Alright, it is now most certainly nighttime. So let me catch my Z's here. I don't know if I talked about this recently, but I think I was telling someone how... Oh wait, Koski, it was probably you, if you're still watching. I think I was talking about how I had considered doing 1.1 worlds, dedicated 1.1 worlds, just because it's a more complete version of 1.0, but if I'm going to play 1.1, I might as well play 1.2. I was also doing some thinking, if I'm going to play 1.2, because I don't want to deal with 1.3 server problems, why don't I play the very last version, whatever snapshot that I can't remember what the label was. But I figured, what if I was playing on the snapshot for the last snapshot before the internal server integration? 12W17A, so does that mean 18 and 19 were the beginning where you had to install the Minecraft server jar to play any Minecraft? Because if so, then yeah, 12W17A world. Although, I was also thinking, I don't know what the new features are. How many features are added between 1.2.5 and 12W17A? Because I'm not all too familiar with snapshots. Plus one reason why I did not really want to go through all of them on here. Plus I would have taken a very long time. Plus bugginess and all that not fun stuff. Man, 512. I would say I've used up 1,000 uses on here, but that's not true because it's 1,000 plus I'm breaking 3. Bonus chests and slab variants. So the bonus chest would only provide me usefulness upon world creation. But the new slabs would be nice. I think I was saying earlier, in fact I was just saying earlier about 1.1 how 1.1 is a more complete version of 1.0. 1.2 is when we start getting the new stuff. And a Jew. Alright, there we go, back to digging. Yeah, I don't know if I would start another long-term world around that era, since I already have a 1.2.5 world I started some point last year. I haven't made much progress on though. But it's kind of funny. I haven't written them all down, but I wanted to share the list of all the different worlds used in my Polyworld explanation video. Because all the footage was captured by me, but I had multiple different worlds on there that are like, this world is special because of this, and whatnot. Books and quills. As much as I like books and quills, I don't use them that much. I carry around this one all the time, and I used to write in it more way back when it was brand new. I haven't written in it for a few weeks. I think 1.2 being the first version of Jebcraft is pretty good. Think about when Jeb was first part of the lead, all the way up until the Microsoft acquisition. Think about 1.2 to 1.8. Are those not good updates? We're going to ignore the internal server problems and look at the versions as they are. So from 1.2 to 1.8, the beginning of Jeb's takeover, Are those not some of the better updates of release era? The reason why I care around this book and quill, I write stuff in there based on whatever I do during the day. I think I have to wait a little bit until the page increase, because I think it's currently only 50 pages maximum. I think it'll go bumped up to 100, but that's 1.14 perhaps. I don't know how many pages I currently have used, 30 something maybe. Yeah, the reason why I said the rise of Jeb until the Microsoft acquisition. Yeah, I wonder when. Oh, that's not true. He said at some point, one of the previous Minecraft lives, Jeb was talking about how he kind of does behind the scenes stuff. He worked on the combat snapshots. He was an active part of that. However, he said that other than that, he wasn't doing much. He's kind of taken a backseat and is more so overseeing the activities. So I don't really know when the shift occurred for when he began doing less active participation. Well, we'll see. Maybe at some point, if someone else replaces him, assuming no one has yet, but assuming someone else takes over his role, then I will probably find out then. Might have been after 1.12. 1.14 was the start of the combat snapshots, right? That's what the base version they were first based on. Because if so, then that means if he started not being as much of a lead then, and was only focusing on combat snapshots, that would have lined up with when they were started. Alright, I think what I'll do, I'll finish this layer, then once this layer is done, hopefully I have enough durability for it, but once this layer is done, I'll switch over to the Soak Touch pickaxe, and then we'll fill up the rest of the space. So much cobblestone mining. 1.14.3. There you go. So that could be one of the logical reasons. Because if he switched over to the combat snapshots and not so much the primary game resources, then that would line up right around when he started becoming less active. It's all theories, of course. I don't know if anyone's ever asked him about all this. But who knows? He'd probably remember, but I don't know if there's any easy way to say, hey, when did you start participating less in active Minecraft development? You know what I think I'll need to do? I'll need to put down more torches. Maybe once this day is over, I'll put down more torches now that we've gone down another few layers. Since all my torches were last used here, I'll need to make sure that the lower levels get plenty of brightness. I'll take that, thank you. Alright, looks like about 3 more minutes until the end of the day. The real life stream time has about 35 minutes. 5,578. I do wonder if this is my longest survival world, but I'd have to go back and check. I feel like it is, though, because I think back to a lot of the worlds I've worked on, and I don't know if I've really accumulated this much playtime on my own, just because I've created a lot of different worlds over the years, and only a few of them have persisted for longer than a few months. Or even a couple years, I'll say. For as much as I'm proud of the population Zelanator world, it's not nearly this long. I want to say it's only around day 1200. I think it passed 1,000. I'll take all the goods, thank you. Slap. Ah, slime just didn't jump at the same time. Still on 20. Oh, we're on 23 now. Alright, let's wrap this up. Then we'll get to torch placement. Just not quite dark enough. Without natural health regen, doesn't that mean the only way to heal up is with beacons and potions? Because natural health regen is when you have high enough food, right? The saturation and hunger. Suspicious stew with oxeye daisies. I haven't even gotten into suspicious stews at all because that's all memorization. Alright, and hold. Eyes turn red, you can go to bed. I see a skeleton down there, though. Hopefully he'll burn up and I don't have to collect his remains. You, sir, are gonna take up inventory slots. Unless... Never mind, I already picked up his loot. Howdy, welcome back. I'm not doing accurate archival. Plenty of other people can archive Minecraft for me at this point. I've taken a back seat for that. We were talking about Minecraft archival earlier. But anyways, I'm using a lot of the older textures because this is what I prefer. This is what I think of Minecraft. Nice, vibrant colors. Have you ever seen worlds in Classic? Particularly servers. Some of those Classic worlds, in fact, there's a lot of Classic worlds, Classic servers, that have a lot of vibrancy to them because once wool was added, wool and multiplayer and all, well, I guess the wool came after multiplayer, but yeah, once wool was added, those worlds became very vibrant. Alright, if that chest is now full, then yeah, I'll fill up this stack with cobblestone, then I'll switch over to stone. Second gravel texture. You're talking the gravel texture from Classic after the original very dark one. I'm also using the second gravel texture. But yeah, I don't use any textures from 1.14 plus. Yeah, 15.8 to beta 1.8. The 1.0 gravel texture has a lower contrast look to it until 1.3 where it was changed. I prefer the higher contrast one. Of course, that's also why I have the super high contrast cobblestone. Although that's really the only texture that does not line up well with everything else. Oh well. It's kind of funny how the grass texture was rather low contrast across the whole surface. Maybe that's why Notch wanted them to be very different when working on Ruby Dunk. Were those complaints about gravel, or were those positives for gravel? Because if so, I gotta say, I'm one of those people who will always use gravel for pathways, because I'm not a big fan of the path block. Yeah, I will always be pro gravel. Someone made a song years ago, 2011, 2012. I think it's called the Gravel Rap, and it was the whole 2 or 3 minutes complaining about gravel as a rap. I have a hard time using multiple blocks for one particular pattern. I don't know, my brain doesn't think that way. My brain thinks one block for one pattern and use different patterns. Different patterns mean different blocks. So that's why all my pathways are one singular block. Oh, if I see a slime, hello. Stay over there, would you kindly? Of course, because of gravity, he's gonna keep bouncing this way. One of these days I'll get back to Slum. I want to say I'm waiting for the next update. Last version I played was from September. I say September, then that's been what, 5 months? Alright, give me the goods, thank you. But not the slime balls. Oh well. Nope. Oh, never mind, I do have more torches. I was thinking I was on the last stack. 7 torches, that's not gonna get me anywhere. But if I have the stack in 7, then that means I'll at least be able to finish here. What version are you currently on? If you told me before, I've already forgotten. A lot of different people have different worlds going on, all different versions. I can't keep track of all of them. 16A02. Oh, you're nice, bright, and early. Yeah, totally enjoy Classic while you're there. Enjoy Creative. Do all the builds. Fill up all the worlds in Classic while you get to enjoy Creative. Because then you have to pay for everything. It's not just, oh, I want to build this, and I have every block available. And I've said before how I partially wished I spent more time in Classic on here, but then it comes down to the version episodes lined up so well. My first New Year's Day episode was episode 100 and Alpha 1.2. I think that's a great episode 100. And then my walk to the Farlands ended up being episode 222, the day of my arrival. That's another great that's another special version because it's all twos. Here's a question for you. How many different worlds are you gonna have at the end of Classic? Because there's a number in my head for how many I had here. I want to know how many you'll end up having. Because, of course, things get complicated. There's different ways to go about it. So I want to know how you do it. 7 for world gen changes and bonus ones. There's a change between 23A and 25A. Well, I guess 24A when Survival Test, because Survival Test added the lava at the bottom of the world. I think. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's why I had 8 on here. 8 different terrain generators. from pre-classic until 0.30. The wiki didn't say that. Oop. You know, I'm not surprised. The wiki has a lot of missing information. It also had a lot of inaccurate information. I don't know if it's gotten better over the years. But I remember in the early days of the series, 2021, 2022, I complained a lot how there's always the chance the wiki was incorrect. I don't know if it's gotten better. It's probably gotten better after the move away from fandom. I feel like since then, people have been working on getting it more accurate. Not to mention version accessibility was... So because of the higher increase in old version accessibility, people are able to play and test around with the old versions, which they can gain knowledge to update the wiki accordingly. The reason why I was so wrong in 2017 was we didn't really have those versions at the time. Oop. 2018 was when old versions started getting more popular because of how accessible they were with the Retrocraft and with Betacraft. Alright, I think I'm all good. But yeah, once we started getting access to these versions, then a lot more effort was put into the wiki to make sure it was accurate. You know, we were just talking about that earlier as well. Were you one of those people who got into old versions as well around the time Ant Venom made his few episodes for the different old eras? He did one for Classic, InfDev, and InDev. He might have even made one for Alpha, but I don't think so. Yeah, it seems like that's another... That wouldn't be a good timing. Man, there's a lot of ores. I'll save my fortune pickaxe for when I mine them up. Alright, sun's going down. I should be able to sleep rather soon here. Let me just finish this, and then I'll feel better. I'll feel more prepared. Was I supposed to dig that? Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm trying to limit the amount of blocks I have and not dig out the sides unnecessarily, because I'll need to fill them in. I don't need to, but I'm thinking about filling them in later. Plus, it's also a waste of time, because any block that didn't need to be mined takes away from a block that does need to be mined. There was a Portal movie. There's a Portal movie that was talked about back around 2014, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I don't know if Half-Life was ever planned. I feel like a Half-Life movie is gonna have higher expectations than Half-Life 3. I do indeed remember the Herobrine origins and how much people were looking around for all of that. That was last year, right? It was either last year or 2023. I kind of get those 2 years mixed up because they're both almost 3 months in the past plus by now. Alright, so yeah, 2016, late 2016, it was early 2017. Early 2017 was when he worked on the few videos that detailed the old versions. He had his old Reliving Minecraft series back in 2012, but that was not the same. Not 2022. 2022 would have been too long ago. I think 2024 is what I'm thinking. Because this feels recent, how someone shared a copy of the old stream. Someone said, "Oh, looks like people are looking for this." I dug through my hard drive, and turns out I did have it. I had 1 or 2 recordings from that of the stream at least, and then of course that was after all the other Herobrine stuff. The original Origins from a few months before then. Okay, maybe that's what I was thinking. So the Origins was before then, with the stream being recent. One of these days, it'd be nice if I can politely ask, or politely put in requests for Minecraft at Home to go seed searching. But I don't know if they do personal requests. They don't? Oh well. One day. Because there was one seed. It was the Minecraft Polyworld creation, Nolitrim's original. I don't know if that's significant enough, since very few people even remember Nolitrum, it appears. Small fry on the internet. Relatively. Oh well. The reason why I'd like to find his seed again was to keep both worlds. That way I would have the episodes of the series. Minus the audio for the new episode 4, but that's all other history. Yeah, world for his first 2 episodes, plus the world for his second. Alright, yeah, we still have time. Looks like we'll be experiencing one more night before the end of today. Oh, my inventory's getting full. Let's see if I can fill up my inventory space by the time we're done. That'd be nice. Because then that way I can spend the rest of the stream putting it all away. Have fun working on your classic stuff. Are you gonna be using like one of the modern day server software setups? That way you have stuff like authentication and anti-fluids. Vanilla only? Oop. But I hope you invite people that aren't gonna flood that are not planning on flooding the world. I'm sure I'd be willing to join. Would there be any episodes on there, or would it just be to have up and stuff? And like people build and then you showcase what's on there? No, I wouldn't. That's not fun. Only up during episodes. Alrighty. Yeah, I'd be willing to participate. Since you are later in the day, right? About 2 years. Not 2 years. You start 2 hours after I finish. Alright, yeah. Then yeah, that's plenty of time. I should say plenty of time for me to have availability. I don't look at my schedule, but other than my streams, I really don't have much else going on most days. Most weekdays, I should say. It's kind of funny. Unlike regular people, I'm busy on the weekends, and all my free time is during the weekdays. Whereas most people have free time on the weekends and are busy during weekdays. Oh well. That's alright, because I'll take 5 over the 2. Yeah, let me toss all this real fast, because I want to say my ender chest is not yet full. Ah, I got so close. I guess, hold up. If here, I'll just hold on to that cobblestone. Sunken City. Oh, that sounds interesting. There have been worlds where I've tried to do flooded world survivals. There was one back when 1.4 was new and customized super flat. There was one where I had structures on, so I would have these villages spawn at the bottom of the ocean, except there'd be air pockets directly above them. I was always interested. Customized Superflat worlds were more fun when there were not limitations. As I've said before, when they added the feature that prevents strongholds and mineshaft spawning in the air, that made me really sad. Modded Superflat Survival could have had a cooler backdrop if I had floating mineshafts everywhere, but alas. I wanted to stick with 1.12, and so I don't really regret that, because 1.12 was a great version for mods. Alright, let's see. So we got about 12 or 13 minutes for the day. Hopefully, because the ender chest is full. Almost. I just have to fill up my inventory. Come on, pickaxe, I believe in you. Oh wait, hold on. I'll also need to put the shulker boxes. Hold on, those shulker boxes are going to take up inventory slots. And the ender chest, since I don't want two of them here. So let me grab all of this real fast. This will give me a better example for how much space I really have. And alright, there we go. So, yep, these are all full. That's not true. This one's not full. Oh, that's right. That was everything that wasn't. Oops. Well, that's okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Here, I can put the shulker boxes in here. Oh, wait, no, that is the shulker box. Oops. If this was the ender chest. Ah, never mind. I'll just leave it. Alright. Never mind. Just kidding. Alright, let's see. Anyways, back to what you were saying on. Oopsies. That was a waste. I'll do one more. You're gonna use flying machines to lower the water level of old chunks. That sounds like a very slow process. When you say old chunks, are you talking beta 1.7 and earlier, or are you talking your classic worlds, classic and in-dev worlds? I don't remember if you said before about having your worlds be at sea level or below sea level. Because some people prefer to have their oceans from in-dev and classic line up with the inf-dev oceans. I'm not one of those people. I'll drop it down to the bottom of the world, no problem. Nope. Only sleep at night. Come on. I'm not planning on doing anything with the void holes in my alpha chunks, unless that question wasn't for me. And there we go. Yeah, the water level of oceans in InfDev, early InfDev, drops down one block in 327, then it drops again in beta 1.7. So the 2D noise oceans are one block higher than everything after that. Oh, I see. You were asking him. Did I just pick up one extra? Yep, I was trying not to pick up that one extra. Alright, here, I'll be smart about this. Me and my precise math to make sure that stacks are filled up to their optimal capacity. Some of those bedrock holes in Inf Dev are going to be rather difficult to fill in. Plus, if you end up with a hole... Hold on. Say, say this is the bottom of the world right here. And if you end up with a missing bedrock hole right there, you don't have access to that, because if all 5 of these other blocks are all bedrock, it's impossible to reach that one block on the very bottom. Oop. So you'll never really know if you got all the blocks in a particular area unless you use something like MC-Edit. Classic and InDev should have completely solid bottoms. That's not true. Survival test. Any survival test world will have lava at the bottom, but otherwise InDev is completely flat bedrock and Classic is completely flat stone. But yeah, InfDev to alpha. Oop. Ta-da! There we go. Let's switch to Silk Touch so that way I don't have to keep doing this. Yeah, the air column. The air column is what I was referring to, as Potato mentioned when I was showing my missing block example. Alright, hold on. Let me fill all that back in. I think we're all good. It is indeed the last level. Y0 exactly. You don't have to worry about the blocks above that because I've worked on Minecraft Legacy. My Minecraft Legacy world had the InDev worlds, and I didn't have to worry about the blocks above them. Any bedrock will get replaced into Deep Slate, but you don't have to have it there to fill in the extra areas. Alright, I think I'm all set on that layer. We can keep going down. Alright, what do we have? 7 minutes. Yeah, we can keep digging. Still have torches, still have inventory space. Alright, yeah, I'll be all set. I really did spend, or I will say, I am about to spend an hour and a half digging all this, and I've still only layered 5, or gone down 5 blocks at the most. Do you have, since you say 48 real world hours, do you have set times that you spend in each version? If you told me before, I've already forgotten. Since some people for series, it's the usual. I say the usual, although I think I kind of started it. The one version per episode. I won't say started, I'll say got it popular. And then other people have it, after I build a few things, then I'm ready to update. All the features and all mega builds. I can understand that. So I guess that's what you were saying earlier with you want to make sure you go over everything. You know, 1 hour to infinite. You will run out of new features because there's a finite amount of new features. But there is no limit to how many builds you can have in a world. You will physically run out of your lifetime before you fill up an entire infinite world. Infinite in quotes. Even the new limit of 60 million squared instead of the original 64 million squared. It is possible to run out of space in Classic and InDev though. But thankfully, you're usually not going to spend enough time to fill each of those up completely. Plus, you can always make more and then just combine them later. Discontinued features will always, I should say, nearly every feature, probably not nearly every, many features that get added will be discontinued at some point, whether it's already happened as of the most recent snapshot, or it's going to happen 5 major updates from now. Eventually, everything will be marked as discontinued. I don't know when, but we'll see. If Minecraft stops receiving updates, does that mean everything's discontinued? Because that's the end of it. They try to avoid removing stuff, but removing is not the same as having it being discontinued. For example, something very few people would ever think about, the bedrock pattern at the bottom of the world. It's changed a few times. Having old bedrock in a newer world, hello, is counted as a discontinued feature. They're never going to remove the bedrock, because that's where it is. Hopefully my bedrock example helps it make a little more sense. Oh, we're almost done. I'll probably fill up this last stack. Oh, no, that's not true. I'll keep holding on to all this. I think 327 is a great version to do testing in. I don't know how well it is when it comes to proper stability and survival stuff, since I haven't spent time playing on there in a long while. But the ability to repopulate chunks is a very powerful feature, especially if you don't update for a while. Like if you have chunks that you loaded in 327 and then you don't load them again until beta 1.2, you'll have all those chunks ready to be filled with lapis and redstone. I guess that's right, they did remove it. They only removed it in 1.18 if you have a solid layer at the bottom. Because if you got the void holes from falling gravel, then the bedrock's still there. Yeah, the pattern. So the old patterns do get removed. Well, the pattern will still be there, but yeah. Oops. It does indeed get replaced. Why are the shears backward? Do items just normally render like that? It's like it's the other. It's 45 degrees in the other direction. Alright, so that's all completed. I don't have space for my bed. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot, I still have the other shulker box. We're not done yet. Just kidding. And a noink. Alright, toss the cobblestone. Because at this point I will start tossing the stone as well. Well, this is now full in its entirety. And since this is entirely stone as well, we'll leave that. We'll leave this ender chest. Alright. Let me... Oh, wait. I just picked up the bed. Oh, it's the end of the episode, just about. So yeah, the last thing we'll do is sleep. And then I guess we'll keep on mining tomorrow. I was going home, but then I ended up with all this free space. Yeah, if y'all have any final thoughts, start saying them now. And so we'll be back again. We'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Indeed it is. Sometimes I lose track of days when most of them feel the same. Yep, that's all it for today. Thank you all for watching. Bye.